This may ruffle some feathers, but like, to be honest, I think a lot of dads need to heal. I really strongly believe that the product of weak men from baby boomers produce very strong girls, daughters from men who were weak because some daughters could not really experience what daddy love is, okay? And I'm also speaking for myself here because I feel like if our dads were like a better and a healed version of themselves in raising us, they'll get to show up in way better ways that will benefit us in our choosing of life spouses. And I really strongly believe that because of that break or that inability to be accountable and own up to their own, flaws and faults and not being able to show up as they needed to, we overcompensated for them. I'm speaking for myself. A lot of us had to overcompensate for our dads and make room for them when it was not reciprocated. I feel like room was not made for me to be able to just be a daddy's girl, to just be me around my dad. I feel like I always pretended. I always kind of held up myself. I will always make space for him. That like reflected in my relationships. And I honestly, truly, strongly feel like if dads would heal, if they'll sit with the little boy inside them and heal the pains, the traumas, or whatever they had gone through that has made them what they are, if they would have done that, or if they would do that, putting themselves aside and then seeking like growth, mental growth, emotional intelligence, it would raise a generation of daughters that will be able to step up to the plate and have boundaries, have strong boundaries, know who they are, know what they want, and stand on that. And I think that the situation only raised like a lot of like women or girls who grew up, were very strong-willed, very hardworking, bold, assertive, all of these things. But the part of us that needed daddy's love to fill that cup, to make us believe in who we are, it wasn't there. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, it wasn't there. So we overcompensated for a lot of things that we had no business overcompensated for or over-explaining for. Like you have daddy issues so bad, you still looking for daddy's approval. Daddy was supposed to approve